Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Insurance Town. I'm the Mayor Heath Sheeran, and I am pumped to be here, and I am the host of this show, and I got my brother from another mother hanging out with me in Memphis, Tennessee at Graceland, chilling at the PIA conference. I love it, man. You guys have heard him on here before. Now he's hanging out with me on the road. We're speaking at events together. It's my man, Marcus Ogden. Guys, this is a fun conversation brought to you by my friends over at Smart Choice and my other good friends over at Canopy Connect. Both these guys are game changers for your agency. I don't know why you're not already working with them. If you're not, go to smartchoiceagents.com and check out why 10,000 agencies across the country are using them, why $11 billion in written premiums written with them, why carriers love them. You'll see as soon as you check them out. Also, over at usecanopy.com/Heath, get your discount, get your demo, do all of the things, and make sure you check them out. Tell them that the mayor sent you. Or if you just go to /Heath, you'll be able to get your discount, schedule your demo, all of the things. Guys, I'm going to slide out the way and let you hear my conversation with my main man, Marcus Ogden. Marcus Ogden. My main man. What's up, brother?
What's up, Heath? You doing all right, brother?
We're like travel partners now. We hang out on the road now. We see each other in Vegas.
I was in Vegas. Now we're in Memphis. It's just all around, man.
All around.
It works.
It works, man. It's so much fun. It's become like a regular part of your life now, man. You're all over the place now.
Yeah, you know what's funny, man? Very fortunate. Got hired by Mass Mutual. I haven't even told you this. So Mass Mutual is working in conjunction with, it's called the CAAFP, the Conference for African American Financial Planners, with the College of Healthcare Executives.
Yeah.
And so we are going to be the opening keynote speaker for Mass Mutuals.
Awesome.
They're having a Black Advisor Symposium in Atlanta. So I'm the opening keynote speaker for that event.
How cool is that?
And then Stanford just confirmed. So in August, the 7th and 8th, I'm going to be in Stanford speaking, fly back home. Then on the 10th, I need to leave home again, go to Atlanta for Mass
you're
Mutual.
All over I thought I traveled a lot. This man. And I'll tell you, okay, so before I met you for truly like, a year or two?
About a year ago,
Yeah, you weren't really involved in the insurance space a lot. And now,
not a lot, no.
When you were on stage in Vegas, you sound like you kind of been in it forever. Like you really immersed yourself, like learned a little bit about it. Is that something you've done consciously?
Yeah, because I have you in my life. I've got Chris Paradiso. I've got Dave Carruthers, Ryan Hanley, Nick Hunt, Darren Vermose, Mike Stromso. All these amazing people. I've done work with Aubrey Knight and his awesome place.
Oh, yeah.
So been around a lot of people. And the more you're around it, it's because of you guys, how you all talk the lingo, how you all know what's going on, how you all been in the game. Well, if I'm not picking that up, then I'm not somebody that really deserves to be here.
Exactly.
So that's because you have to put the effort in to be great at something, not just be like what I call like a generic speaker, but talk the lingo of the clients you're actually serving. That's how you make an impact.
I got off, you got off stage and we're talking after in Vegas. And there were several people like, how long's Marcus been in the insurance business? Like, brother man ain't. Like, he's a speaker. But, like, you've been doing enough things. Like, you've just picked that up. And so, what's one of the things that you feel like you've picked up, that maybe you've learned some from, or something maybe inspired you from being around insurance folks, like Chris Paradiso, or like, you name it. You named off a ton of people. Ryan Hanley, whoever.
Yeah. So we're speaking for NAFA, National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors.
Yeah.
They're big on their cruise in July. And so one of my clients, Karina Hatfield, in insurance, knows you, knows Chris, all this stuff, right? She talked about some things that really stuck out. And what I find, and she made a very good point of this, is a lot of insurance agents and agency owners don't treat themselves like professionals.
Oh, that's good.
They do not manage their calendar or their clock, and they have the day take advantage of them.
Yeah.
So again, if you're trying to have appointments or have people coming off cold calling or cold walking, all this stuff, if you have things to do, if you don't have your schedule set, have your calendar set, have your clock managed, the day gets away from you like that. So I've learned that from her, because what happens, right, man, people call you all the time. I've got this going on. And I need a quote for this. I need this for this. And I need this for this. I'm like, well, that's great. But like, if you keep stopping what you're doing all the time to take care of people's stuff, You're working more like, it's like in your business and not on it.
100%.
And you need to be working on it as an agent trying to grow a book of business, referrals, residuals.
Sure.
If you're not doing that stuff, it's going to hurt you in the long run.
And that's where a lot of this technology is coming into place. And I work with a lot of technology. We were in Vegas talking to a lot of people with Beck technology and AI and whatnot. Obviously it's not a trend. It's here to stay. But you're seeing a lot of people inside and outside the insurance industry using technology. And I'm guessing you're saying to save time, because time is such a big currency. So if you're talking to insurance agents right now in Insurance Town, what are some of the things that they should be looking for in their technology? Is it truly just that to save more time, or is it to quote faster? Is it both speed and efficiency? Like,
it's all the above.
Yes, sir.
Again, you said it best. Time is not a precious commodity. It's the most precious commodity. As Warren Buffett says, no matter how much money I make, I can't get back time. Once it's gone, it's
gone.
It's gone. So if you don't have AI to quote people, automate your outreach, respond, set appointments, really get out there and be innovative, you're doing all that stuff without, what I call you? The Marcus Ogden of like 2016, 17, 18, 19, even 20. Hell, even to like 20, not to like 24, 25, that we start putting AI into our business. AI, automation, CRMs, tying it into outreach and newsletters and data. Like, that's what you have to understand. As an insurance person, data is going to be your biggest, best friend, right? Emotion's awesome.
Sure.
Sell. But if you don't have data to say, hey, what this is looking like here, where's my referrals coming from? Where's my business coming from? How much time I'm spending quoting? Like Kareem was said, Marcus, before I got into these different AI systems, it would take me sometimes 2 to 3 hours to do quotes. Now it can take me like 10 minutes, 15 tops, and you're done. And think about that, it's 2+ hours you get back to do something else.
Sure.
And if you're in the insurance business, it's a numbers game.
It is.
It's a numbers game, anything else. And again, I tell you all the time, people are selling the same product or service. They're selling that ability, if something goes wrong, I got your back.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody sells. But what makes you different is how you emotionally explain that to me. Right? How are you making me feel like, if something does go on, you really got my back. Not just saying, I've got your back. Like, you really do. And that's where I've been very fortunate between coaching Karina, working with NAFA, being around you all. I've just seen a lot. And people have to understand insurance is such a competitive field. You sell pretty much basically the same product.
100%.
Service. What makes you different? Speed, efficiency, emotion.
100%.
And you got to have the data to back it up.
You bring up that data. That data piece is such a big part of it, because all this technology out there, you've got to have good data to put in there. You've got to be able to understand what you're putting in there, what you're looking for. And so, again, you've been around some of the smartest people in the industry. And again, I'm around a lot of people that work with that data. What are some of those things that pinpoint, a good business owner from another? Like when it talks to data, can you talk to some of that? Like, what are the things that they should be looking for? Not just data to use the word data, but like what kind of data should they be?
That's a great question, man. As Karina taught me, in this business, you look like, okay, how long is it taking me to do quotes?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. How long does it take me to do quotes? Number 2, what type of percentage of referral residual business am I getting?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from? Like, and again, because in insurance, the residuals is how you make that legacy money. And if you don't have, I was talking, oh my God, I was talking to one of my clients from Marsh McLennan, up in New York. Great guy. He said, Marcus, one of our biggest clients is a guy that the insurance guy that was serving him was getting $1 million residual off the account. $1 million. But the client caught him stealing.
No.
On top of the $1 million wasn't enough. He was stealing from that client. So the client fired him, had him brought up on charges, and now my client, Ian, has swooped in and is taking great care of him. And Ian and I talked about this, right? Again, that client had no idea. When he found out, that was it. So in your business, you can have this type of account. Think about it, $1 million a year residual off that one client. Jesus. And it wasn't enough. So if you don't know residuals, percentages, like what amount of business do I need to bring in to get the
Sure.
residual that I want? Where my referrals coming from? How much time am I networking? How much of my time am I spending doing high revenue generating activities? Calls, getting out there, networking. What is
Right.
that going to do? Brings you more business. How am I getting on? Listening to podcasts, going on podcasts, marketing yourself. That's you to put that into your calendar. Like, how much time am I spending marketing us and the business to stand out from the crowd?
Right. And so those things that you can focus, maybe use technology for, maybe use some AI for, that way you can focus on relationships and building relationships. And I know I've got to know you pretty well quickly. You're a relationship guy.
Always. I mean, it's funny how you said, hey, man, can we do the show yet? Yeah, man. I had a free slot my schedule. Here I am.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you mind coming early and staying for the event? Absolutely. I'll come in Tuesday, be here tomorrow, speak Thursday, go home. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference.
And I love it. This guy right here, I saw him 5 minutes after he got here. He's like, well, I've met your president. I've met your vice president. I've met this person. I've met that. I've already hugged this person. I've already talked to this person. I was like, you've been here 5 minutes. You've already met my, half the staff. And it's like, but that's you.
That's me. And again, authenticity is going to be the number one thing I tell people. If you're not going to be authentic or real, if you just want people's money, they know it.
They know it.
They know it.
They know it.
And you'll get known as a transactional breath individual, and you'll never, ever hit legacy.
Right.
So in this business too, track how many people look at you and say your character is what they like the best.
Dude, I love that.
Because that's your residual business.
Yep.
That's your referrals. That's your sense of legacy. Because again, in this business, if you work your butt off and get a couple of big accounts, you can have what you want. And remember this, everybody, the enemy of great is not bad, it's good.
Oh.
The enemy of great is not bad, it's good. Because if you're doing bad, oh my God, I got to turn this around. I'm stinking, I'm sucking, I got to make moves.
Yeah.
You say, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm complacent. That's the enemy of great.
It is. I hadn't thought about it like that, but that's really good. You should do this for a living. You ever thought about speaking for a living?
I don't know, man. Maybe I could pick it. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe
you should do that.
Maybe I'll try that. I don't know. Maybe your lovely wife can hire me for a job.
That's right.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
So, speaking of which, you're speaking on Thursday. You got the whole morning to yourself. Like, you're gonna have a good crowd listen to you. Can you give, like, these people aren't gonna be there probably. So, what can you talk? Like, just give me a high level. Like, what are you gonna be talking about?
We're going to talk about how to address some of the big challenges in the business of being an insurance agent, right?
Okay.
Which is a lot around mindset. Because again, when you start in this business like anybody else, it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Great quote by Rutherford B. Hayes.
Yeah.
Every expert was once a beginner. Period.
Yeah, it's good.
Every expert was once a beginner.
Sure.
And so we're going to talk about how to have the mindset to thrive through the storm. How to work on your business, not just in it.
Yep.
How to be a professional, how to handle objections, how to, turn the verbiage around, right?
Yep.
When you're trying to sell insurance, right? He says, hey, man, I want you to sell this one. Okay, man, that's too expensive. I'm like, okay, I got you, sir. But here's the thing I have to ask you. What if something happens? What if a tragic catastrophic event happens?
Yeah.
It's expensive then. See what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of questions. You got to ask those open-ended questions in
100%.
this business, because it's all about getting people to think, well, what if the worst happens?
Right.
What if something does happen? Am I covered? You don't buy insurance because you like to pay a premium. You buy insurance because you don't want to have to pay for full price if you break something, or if you lose something, or something gets stolen, or whatever the case may be. So that's how you have to approach it in this business. Yep. People are going to object you because they don't want to spend money. Got it. But make them think, well, if you spend it now and you can control the cost, you can keep it manageable, you can keep it monthly. If a big expense happens that comes like boom, you're not writing a check for $100,000. So I owned a construction company. I had insurance, property and casualty on every freaking piece of equipment that I owned on that yard. My 330s, my dozers, my excavators, my minis, everything. And I remember when things got broken, or things got stolen on job sites, or people got lost, go to my insurance company, fill out a claim, I got something new. It cost me like $500 a month to keep all my stuff insured, but you know what? I'd have to write a check for like 25 grand to replace my Bobcat, or 100 grand to replace my, one time a 330 on a job broke, a big excavator broke, right? And we didn't know who did it. My insurance company said, Marcus, was it on the job site? Yes, it was. Were you in that front realm when you're doing the work? Yes, it was. It's covered. Don't worry about it. We'll end up getting it fixed, or we'll send you a brand new 330. If I didn't have that, it would have cost me about $150,000 to replace it.
Oh my gosh.
Instead I was paying $1,000 a month for the insurance.
That's crazy. My kids make fun of me a lot because when I go to the grocery store, I get all the cheap stuff. I get the great value, or I get the, off-brand macaroni or the off-brand milk or whatever, but they won't eat it. Like when I fix it, it's like, that's gross, Dad. If I just spend an extra couple of dollars and get like Kraft or get like the real milk, like it would be eaten and it would be good or whatever. I think you get what you pay for. Yes. Sorry, do it live. Look at you. Thanks for interrupting me, Jay.
Hey, come to the theater.
Will do. Live podcasting. But yeah, again, going back to you pay for what you get what you pay for. Mm-hmm. And if you want to sell insurance on price, and if someone has a car accident and they don't have enough coverage to pay for that, or if they don't have enough coverage to replace their tools, then what are you doing? So if you're selling on price, I get mad. My kids won't eat the macaroni. I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, don't buy this. Buy Kraft. Buy the goods. Buy whatever, shells and cheese, whatever they want. Don't buy the off-brand, A1 or whatever it might be. And so I relate that same thing in insurance. If you want to sell on price, people are going to be buying cheap insurance, and it's going to be cheap. And they're going to pay cheap. They're not going to pay what you need. So I think it's a good point that you're bringing up there. I had to bring up macaroni because I'm starving, bro. But so same thing though. Speaking of starving, I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. We're at Graceland. Those who don't know, we're in Memphis at Graceland, and every night at midnight, my man Elvis had a peanut butter and jelly and banana sandwich every night. Are you a peanut butter and jelly fan, and how do you take your peanut butter and jelly?
I'm a peanut butter and jelly fan. Yes, I am, and I will eat it like with my wheat bread, with a glass of milk or water. I've had banana in the past, so it's not that bad, But every night at 12 o'clock, you did?
Yep. Are you more peanut butter or more jelly?
More jelly.
Me too.
More jelly.
Do you go peanut butter on both sides of the bread, or you go peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other?
Peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other.
Okay.
Meat in the middle.
You ever do anything else crazy? You put some banana in there. You ever put honey? You ever do anything like that?
I've done that in the past, yes.
Dude, the honey's money.
Yes.
Honey's money. I like that. All right. My last question, since we're in Memphis.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Elvis was the king of rock and roll.
Yep.
You got, let's go, Michael Jackson was king of pop.
Sure.
Let's say Taylor Swift's king of everything, or queen of everything now.
Queen of like just pop and everything.
She's queen of all things.
Right.
Hell, Martha Stewart's queen of like do-it-yourself, whatever it might be.
Cooking.
There you go. If Marcos is to be known as king of something, what would you want to be known as? King of what?
So I want to be known as king of mindset, like how to bounce back through adverse times and not let life keep you down, because life is going to do its best to knock you down.
Okay.
It's going to always have ebbs and flows, ups and downs all around, and your job is to keep yourself in the ring, right?
I like
keep
that.
yourself in the fight. Okay. The only way you lose is if you quit. That's the only way you lose. If you get knocked down, you get up, you're a winner. If you get knocked down, you get up again, you're a winner. If you get knocked out and you get back and fight again, you're a winner. You're always a winner as long as you don't quit.
Dude, I love that. That's good stuff. Man, I appreciate you hanging out with me again for a second time. We get to travel together. I'm sure we'll be on the road again sometime soon.
Sure.
You keep rocking and rolling, do what you do. Thanks for I would have called you king of authenticity, but
that's a good one too.
I like king of mindset too.
King of authenticity is a good one. I'm very authentic, but you have to have the mindset to be authentic. You have to have the mindset to be real, vulnerable, raw, open, tell people the truth, not try to sugarcoat. I mean, we're very fortunate to be speaking so much and traveling here and doing that. That's because we're just real. Like, people want to get coached by us. They want to work with us because, again, we're real. I'm not going to sit there and tell you it's going to happen overnight. I'm going to tell you, do what you need to do. It will build.
Yeah.
But if you want to just get this, if you want to hire me and say, I want to get you rich, you want to get rich quick or like tomorrow, I'm not your coach. Because I'm not going to feed you a bunch of BS. Say that's going to happen, because it's not going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
All right. I just thought of something else. Okay, so we're in Memphis, which I think is the barbecue capital of the world. But you're from North Carolina.
I am.
And that's a good barbecue place.
It is.
Have you had Memphis barbecue?
So this is be my first time. I've never been to Memphis. So
Okay.
I used to live in Nashville.
You got to try it, though. Oh, okay.
So
you're a little
Nashville
close.
was very awesome. The barbecue in Nashville was fantastic.
What do you think? Are you a North Carolina barbecue fan?
Yeah, I have. It's good.
Yeah.
But I will say.
You've been to Texas?
Yes, I have. Texas is awesome. But I will say that Nashville, to me, has been better than Raleigh, Carolina, Texas.
Okay.
It's something about that Tennessee barbecue. I don't know what it is like in the water down here.
Yeah.
Something, but that Tennessee barbecue is on point.
That's 100%. You a brisket guy, or are you more like a pulled pork guy?
I'm a kind of a pulled pork guy, like ribs, like on the bone.
Yeah.
I love a great barbecue chicken. I love a great like pork spare ribs, with the barbecue.
Yes.
Sweet salt, like baked beans or collard greens, bro.
If we get a chance to sneak out of here, I'm gonna take you to a place downtown Memphis and get you some of the best barbecue you've ever been to.
I mean, bro, how far is downtown from here?
About 25 minutes.
That's not bad.
We're gonna get it.
Yeah, my God. Dude,
again,
so messy.
Dude, thank you for being. I know you got calls, you got people waiting on you, but thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm always looking. Hi. I'm always looking to be with good people, man.
Man, thank you again.
Always.
I appreciate it, man.
Always.
Brandy, have you met Marcus?
I have not.
Oh,
hello. How are you, man?
Brandy is mine and Stacy's best friend. My best friend first, but she's Brandy's. She's our like everything.
I'm a hugger. Can I hug? I am now. How are you?
Brandy's the best. Right? She's like, I never find a man this big.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always. She's always a tall one.
No one ever makes me feel short. I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. I'm looking forward to hearing you speak.
Yes, I'm excited. We've had a nice little talk with you on this podcast. It's always
There you go.
So,
I was so rude earlier. I'm so sorry. I was dealing with some.
I'm about to go smoke, actually.
What?
I'm about to go smoke in a minute.
Oh,
Stacey
yeah.
told me to quit for a while, but fuck it. I just did 3 podcasts. Right? Man, I gotta put up my logs.